Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Thanks for jumping on with us and taking a true look at Bravenly Global and what we have here. We have invited a special guest on here tonight. Todd Smith is an incredible leader here at Bravenly that we've got to know over the past few years, and he is making incredible waves with tons of people here. So I want to give a quick rundown of just some statistics here, and then I'm going to turn it over to him to share some of his story. So here we are a faith-owned and faith-based company, which was huge to us when we looked at this company. That is a big pillar of our, family values. And so we do have field and corporate experience here within our founders, and that was big to us as well. They know what they're doing. They know what they want to see. They know, what they wanted to have in the company. So they also have experience with traditional business ownership as well. So that was big too. So year one, Bravenly did 1 million in sales. Year two is when we actually came in May, and we did 8 million in sales. We also in 19 million in year three. And then year four, we ran all the way to over 50 million in sales, which is really unheard of for a company that new. And then year five, which is what we're in now, we're projected to hit over 100 million in sales already. So we're in that sweet spot, which I'm going to let Todd talk about more as well. And we also, I want to talk a few seconds about the high customer retention rate that we have here. Y'all, I think it's about around 85% reorder rate. I know that when you get your customers on these products, they reorder. It's just something that happens because they're good products, they're natural, they're good quality, and there's something that you want to put in your body. People want them over and over again. They yield high results, and I mean, you just can't ask for anything really better. So I'm going to turn it over to my friend Todd Smith. Thanks, Todd, for being on with us. He is a gold EVP here at Ravenly, which is right near the top. So we're going to turn it over to him and hear his story.
Awesome, Amelia, Billy. Thanks for having me on. And yeah, always glad to jump on. Love sharing what Bradenly's doing for so many people out here and kind of share my experience. And let me give you a little bit of background. I'm actually in Kentucky. I'm sure that you can tell the way I talk. I'm from the South. I live out in the country. I'm married. I have two kids. My background was in horses. I trained horses for about 20 years. I also had another business where I was an outfitter. I took people hunting from all over the United States. They come here to Kentucky, and I kept 400 or 500 head of cattle. So busy, outdoors guy all the way around, probably like many of you. But in 2013, I got a phone call for the first time in my life. I had a friend call me, wanted me to take a look at network marketing. And I didn't know what network marketing was, a direct sale. I'd never even heard of it. It was something new. But what my friend told me was a few things about extra money. And what he didn't know about me is I was time broke. I was working all the time. I felt like my kids were growing up without me. I just put 60 to 80 hours a week in every week. And I just knew there had to be a better way. And I caught a vision when he showed me what he was sharing with me. And I remember asking him, I said, "Is this real?" He said, "Yeah, it is." And I started sharing it. I had no experience. I started just listening to people. And over about a year's period of time, I was able to shut down all three of my businesses. I brought my wife home from work. She was in accounting. And we fell in love with what marketing can do for you. Just give us time freedom. We've got to spend time with our kids. And matter of fact, just got back from the golf course. My kid's been playing in a tournament today. So I love that part. We were there for about 10 years. I thought I'd still be there with that place. But COVID came around, as you guys know. It hurt a lot of different things, and it hurt our business. And God had a different plan. But anyways, long story short, I got introduced to Bravenly 2.5 years ago. And, when we sat down and looked at Bravenly, I guess the first thing that really stood out to me was all natural products, naturopathic doctor formulated. COVID had woke my mindset up that I needed to put better things in my body. So I was already a little bit on the lean in to listen about that. And then they told me there's a product called Gold for inflammation. Riding horses every day is not good on your body. So you can imagine how I felt. And then my friends shared extra income, and I'm always open to extra streams of income. I'm always open to look at a lot of different things. So me and my wife sat down, and once we saw, the owners of the company and what they stood for, I guess when we saw the products, how clean they were, and we kind of got an idea about that, we're like, yeah, let's try them. We'll give them a run. And then we joined. We seen the money side also. I'm like, heck, why not join? So we partnered up. And I jumped on Gold immediately. 3 weeks in, it changed my life. Today, I take it every day. I haven't missed a day. It goes on vacation. My back and knees feel better than they have since I've been in my 20s. My wife's lost weight. We just feel better. We have more energy. We love it. We love the products. They're better than what I ever expected. But here's what I'll tell you. When you find something that's working for you and you find something you believe in, it's so easy to tell other people about it. I had no idea how big the health and wellness market was out here. You guys, did y'all know just last year that the health and wellness was a $1.2 trillion business in America? That's how much money people spend on all natural products. So we started referring them, okay? Just word of mouth, few friends saw them, few friends. 2.5 years later, we got 17,000 people that's joined our business. It's growing faster every single day. It's been life changing. Me and my wife, this is all we do. We love it. But the best part, really, what gets me excited, I wake up, is I get to meet a lot of people and teach people about our products and also about an income side if they're open to go out here and make money. And I truly believe, I heard Amelia say, I think the opportunity right now with Bravenly is sky high. I see health and wellness going up. More people are looking for what we have. I just at the golf course today, I had two dads talking about, one had shoulder pain and one had lower back pain. And I'm like, yeah, I got something that might help that. So we're hearing that everywhere we go. I mean, we're hearing that. And then also the economy, people are needing to make that extra income. I truly believe, right now is an opportunity here in Bradenley with the growth that's going on from 50 million to 100 million. Then I believe we're going to a $500 million company on to a billion. So I truly believe it's a chance in a lifetime, and that's what I tell everybody. Look at Bradenley with open eyes, open ears. Go look, and what I tell people, do your research, understand it. Go look. It's a very open book, and that's another thing I love about our company. They're very open. They're open about who they are, how much money they're paying out. It's the highest payout I'd ever seen in my life, 55%. It was probably so high of a payout that it also made me cautious, just being honest with you, because I understand marketing. I know most companies pay around 35%. So when I saw 55, it threw a red flag to me. And I had to get on a Zoom with the owners to meet them and see, hey, why are we doing this? Why are we paying more money? And when I got around those two couples or that couple, and I saw that, they put God first. It wasn't all about them, it's about people, and they want to give more back. And I saw their hearts and just who they were and their work ethic. That's what really got me excited. So, I just go in, look at the business, understand it. It's an amazing thing. And, the products are better than we're telling you they're going to be. And that's what I tell everybody. The reorder rate is amazing. I had friends that looked at this with me 2.5 years ago that were nice and just said, yeah, I'll look. And then they said, I'll try the products for 30 days, probably just being nice to me. And 2.5 years later, they order the products every single day. Got on the golf course with one today. They're not in business with me. And I seen them pulling out the products during the hot weather, taking hydration and doing things. And that's without me even mentioning it. So the products are good or they wouldn't be ordering them. And number two, the income is the best I've ever seen, the best opportunity. So Amelia, anything else you want me to hit on?
I think you did touch on timing. As far as like the timing of where the company itself is, can you touch on that just a little bit, like of joining now versus maybe joining through?
Sure, absolutely. Well, if you understand anything in any kind of business, timing is everything. Location and real estate's everything, and marketing timing is everything. When you've got a product that's working, that's helping people, and it's not got saturated, I think we'll be for years and years and not saturated. But I mean, really, guys, I mean, we even scratched the surface, and there's a map of the United States. You can see how many people are out sharing this business, which really got my attention. It's wide open. There's millions of people here in Kentucky that's never even heard of Bravenly, that's praying and looking for all natural products, praying and looking. So I truly believe with where we're headed, a debt-free company that owes nothing, with the growth that they're having over the last 4 years, it's time and getting in before the wave and getting your spot locked into that business. And what I'm seeing going forward, it's amazing how fast people are starting to come to us and, wanting to know what about Bravenly? What is it? I'm having families ask me at church, what is Bravenly? What's these products you're talking about? So when the word gets out, more people are seeing it and it's growing, not even just with the, what I call English as we are. I have a team of Amish and they call us English. That's why I say that. But we've got Amish communities that joined us just a little bit over a year ago. That's doing over 1 million in volume every single month. And that's if you know anything about Amish, which are amazing people, but they are really peculiar what they put in their body. So were they cautious when we showed them the first time? Oh yeah. They were very cautious, but I'll tell you, once they looked and they investigated, they got on the products, guys. It's going from family to family to Amish. They've got their kid. It's unbelievable. So I say that because I really respect them of what they believe, and it's growing that community, and we're picking up different communities of different people. So I think the timing is better than now than it'll ever be, ever, in my opinion, to join the business. So Amelia, back to you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us, Todd.
Absolutely. You guys have a great, great
Thank
night.
you. You
You
too.
too. Thank
All
you.
Thank
right.
you.
God bless.
You too. So as he touched on, you guys, you can obviously join whenever you get that inkling to join. But I'm telling you, there's not going to be a better time. But again, if you join in 3 months, 3 years, 6 years, you're always going to have the same opportunity. You may just not have the best of timing on your side, if that makes sense. So I hope that you again look at everything. If you've reached out to someone, if you're connected to someone here, make sure you get with them, look at the comp plan, look at the income disclosure. The
Yes.
income disclosure does have real numbers of money that has been made by real people on it. So we would love to share that with you. Again, get with the person that invited you here tonight. They can share that with you, as well as answer any questions about the compensation plan, the products, any of that. And if you're not in any of our information groups, let us get you in those as well, because there's loads of testimonials in there to look at products and stuff. So again, get with the person that added you here. If you've never done anything like this before, we have systems in place to help you succeed. You're never alone, and we want to set you up for success. So again, get with the person that added you here. I will have a replay available for those that you want to send the recording to. So thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
guys.
And y'all have a great night. Bye, guys.